Morning.
Yeah. Okay, what we have is a second amended motion to revoke probation that was filed back in October of 23, which the defendant pleaded true to was failing to report. What's he doing on reporting?
He's reporting regularly.
Regular, that's important. So that was the problem that we had here. And then failing or failing. Okay, these are all failing to reports. So I'm number one, as long as you report, that's 90%.
Thank you.
Because we can't supervise you if you don't report. Then the other part is you following the directives so that you can successfully complete this. So he's on probation for 10 years, and this was since 21. And I'm always happy to terminate probation early for good reasons, not for bad reasons, for good reasons. Bad reasons, you end up going to prison. Good reasons, you go home and you don't have to report again. What is it we need to do to get to an early termination on this case with Mr. Quincy?
He needs to remit payments towards his restitution.
How much is that?
$3,150.
Okay, what if he paid $3,150 tomorrow? Let's just say it. What would the probation office recommend?
Well, he did test positive for cocaine earlier this week.
Surprise. I didn't know that, did I? You hadn't processed the paperwork, I guess, to get it.
No, sir, it was on the 19th.
Well, that's a crime. That's a second-degree felony crime. While on probation, on my probation, you're going to go out and put cocaine in your system? How irresponsible is that, sir? Let me just say the tests are correct, and the tests I follow. And you can deny all day long, and it won't work. If it's in your system on a test that is a scientific test, it only has to be convincing to me by a preponderance of the evidence. It doesn't have to be beyond a reasonable doubt. Shame on you.
That's something.
Yeah.
I explained to her that I was not performing with my young lady friend. And she said that you were to try that to bring me up. She said it was things that she spiked me with some father.
Try to use that. Try to use that. It's my choice how unbelievable that is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I don't believe that. But you should have known better. Shame on you.
The truth.
Shame on you. You need to amend this. We're going to amend it.
We have
and we'll deal with it in a revocation hearing. But it's going to be amended. I want that to be alleged. You just don't pull a stunt like that. You know better. You know better.
Yes.
And we'll have a hearing. And you're looking at 10 years in prison. At 10 years in prison. Why anybody would flirt with that by irresponsible behavior, but that's what happens up here too often. Shame on you. And you let yourself down. You let everybody else down who was supporting you on all of this. All right. The next step is you're going to have to defend. We're going to have a hearing on the new motion to revoke probation, which alleges cocaine use. Everything else was fixable. This is a big problem. Just get ready. Just get ready. Take care of your personal affairs. That's all I can tell you.
I'll put in for reading.
They have rehabilitation in prison. They'll help you. You know what? I'm sorry. You don't get to pick how you get rehabilitated. You do get to make your choices on whether you're going to use cocaine or not. You do get to do that. When you fail on that, when we've made a big deal about probation and your criminal history, you know how this all works. Shame on you. Shame on you. And you pay the consequences. All right, that's all. Please get that. When that is filed, you'll be rearrested, and then we'll have to deal with it in a hearing. That is all.